I'd say we'd wait until tomorrow for something better, but today is tomorrow, actually. I want to say, let's see, about 8 hours from now, I'm going to start really keeping my eyes back to the west again. So we'll have daylight tomorrow, or daylight in 8 hours. Well, no, it's 2 a.m. here, and I'm just a little bit tired. Let's put it this way, around 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, I will start watching west. We will have some daytime activity, I think, for sure. So that might be a little bit interesting. Could get interesting if the right conditions are met. If we get the instability to build, we'll get this wave on out of the way, and then tomorrow we have sunshine, warm things up just a bit. We'll see. We'll see. But there is potential tomorrow for sure during the daylight. I just decided to come out since I wasn't far from home in this severe storm. I'm right on the, well, let's say storm, this whole line, but I'm right on the north end of the current severe thunderstorm warning. Of course, in all this heavy rain, Starlink is not working at all. So everything's running on 2 AT&T connections right now. But I'm only about 12 miles from home, and I'm going to be heading back here shortly and get some sleep and get ready for tomorrow. Basically go to sleep. So I'll be ready for tomorrow. All I have to do is sleep. And probably about the time I wake up is about the time I may roll out tomorrow. So I have a stream scheduled for tomorrow. I had it set for 6 a.m. because I did that much earlier in the day, Friday, and I didn't know exactly at that point in time. I just went ahead and set it up. So I'm going to say 10 a.m. tomorrow, 11 a.m. Just depends. I'll be streaming again. But the leading edge of this is pretty much passing by, and I'm going to start heading back northwest. At least I got all the dirt knocked off the vehicle here, so now here we go again. I'm gonna do this another perfect example. This guy in front of me with his flashers on, really seriously folks, so you don't need to turn your flashers on at night in the rain, because you're just creating more visibility problems. I mean, you can see it on the video, right? Every time those flashers flash, it's just, you know, your vision goes down. Got a lot of water standing on the right-hand side of the road here. Pretty much just severe because of some wind potential. reason I'm out here is because it is close to home. Um, you know, being the middle of the night. Yeah, I just said, yeah, I'll go out and I'll check it out. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get the vehicle cleaned off a little bit. The old truck was a little bit dirty. There goes another one with their flashers on. Not necessary. Hey, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to be comfortably in a bed. Probably will not take me long to fall asleep either, because just a few hours ago, I was on a football field officiating high school varsity football. I'm wide awake right now, but I'm tired. Does that make sense? Yeah, of course, you can be wide awake, but you can be tired physically, and that's what I am. I'm tired physically. Again, sometime 10 a.m.-ish or after tomorrow will be another live stream. If. Oh, don't turn your flashes on. We got another one. Oh my Lord. Anyway, if we get some instability built back in, and we'll have another round tomorrow. And I think it'll be probably not as widespread, but it could be more potent than what has occurred overnight. Now, it was earlier, oh gosh, I don't know, it was what, 2-3 hours ago? There was a tornado warning over in the San Antonio region. But that was basically along the line, a QLCS type scenario. Tomorrow, potentially the same thing, especially later in the period, but we'll see. I haven't had a lot of time to forecast tomorrow or today, this afternoon, late this morning, whichever way you want to look at it. I just have not had time to forecast that very much, but it's certainly not rocket science where tomorrow is concerned. I actually just did see your comment, which is, trust me, it's rare for me to see comments. I saw your comment. Thanks for joining from the UK. Get a little bit of sleep and then tune back in tomorrow. Tune back in about 8 hours from now. We'll see what's going on at that point in time. At least it'll be in the daylight. And at least you'll be able to see some structure if there is any. I think supercells might be possible. May evolve into a similar pattern, of, similar storm structures as we've had tonight, but not as widespread. I'll tell you what, with a little light rain behind this main line, and I'm about to get into the lighter stuff here. on the radar here real quick. If you look upper left-hand side of the screen, you might could see my location up there, I don't know. But I'm about to be out of the heavy stuff, and only about 6 minutes from home at this point in time. And maybe a little light rain behind this, and I tell you what, it's good sleeping weather. A little flash of lightning, a little rumble of thunder, and a little rain falling. Yeah, it should put me to sleep. Get a message today. I did not see it until I was actually leaving the stadium tonight, but might have some excitement on the agenda for next year. I basically we'll have something to think about as we move into winter here concerning next spring. It's also a good, somewhat of a good thing that we haven't had any severe weather this fall yet until really now here in Texas. Because I've been busy on several other film projects, one of which will be a new movie entitled 11 Days, which will, I'm going to assume, because I don't know this for sure, I will assume that it is going to be released in 2026. So I've been having to do a little work on that. It's been interesting. It's been very unique. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but it's based on a true story. And I will tell you this. If you look for 11 Days, it might pop up on the internet. I don't know. But you can find out what the storyline would be about. And I've had to do some cool things. I've got to throw some people around and different things like that. So a little bit interesting, but I will warn you that this is not going to be made for children. Because it's going to have a little bit of everything in it, that's for sure. But it should be good. Should be good. I guess since last time I streamed, I think I've worked on 2 or 3 different productions since. Probably June, I guess. Those are just opportunities that old Bob can't pass up. My schedule actually revolves more around that aspect of my life these days than anything else. There's some things that, have always been important to me, and still are, don't get me wrong, but I've had to shift priorities a little bit, and, well, I've shifted my priorities a lot. There's some aspects that my life that don't rank real high right now by comparison to getting some of the opportunities that have landed in my lap over the last couple of years, actually. So I stick with it because I always say nothing lasts forever. Take the opportunities when they're offered. And trust me, I've turned down a few opportunities as well, but, that's just the way it is sometimes. At least I have the option. You can book me for this role, or I say, no, don't book me for this role. So that's all fine and dandy. Still call my own shots, which is great. Anyway, let's see. I am getting close to being home, and I live nice, very nice. I could probably get some good lightning off the backside of this, but I'm going to go home and go to sleep. See, I'm so tired I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was going to say. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, probably at this next little stop sign here. That way I can have everything off, and as soon as I want a house, I can go straight into the bedroom and go to sleep. And again, I've got a stream set up, a cup coming, and I'm going to say, I know it's scheduled for 6 a.m. Central Time, but it will more than likely be after 10 a.m. tomorrow. So let's just say around 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. Anyway, if it's daylight where you are, enjoy your day. If it's dark where you are, go to sleep like me, get some rest, and I will see you guys tomorrow, which is the wrong word to use. I will see you guys later today. I will see you guys in about 8 hours. How's that sound?